The second question, how is it possible I'm afraid when I feel your love deep inside me always creates fear? Because love is death, greater death than the ordinary death you know of. In an ordinary death, the body dies, but that is not death at all, because body is just like a dress. When it is tatty and old, you change for a new one. It is not death, it is just a change. Change of a dress or change of a house, of an abode. But you continue. The mind continues. Just the same old mind in new bodies. Just the same old wine in new bottles. The form changes, but not the mind. The shape changes, but not the mind. So the ordinary death is not a real death. Love is a real death. The body does not die, but the mind dies. The body continues to be the same, but the ego disappears. If you love, you will have to drop all your conceptions that you have about yourself. If you love, you cannot be ego. Allow love. They are antagonistic. If you choose the ego, you will not be able to choose love. If you choose love, you will have to drop the ego. Hence the fear, greater fear than death, grips you whenever you are in love. That's why love has disappeared from the world. Rarely, very rarely, the phenomenon happens. Love descends. What you call love is just a false coin. You have invented it because it is so difficult to live without love. Difficult because without love, life carries no meaning. It is meaningless. Without love, life has no poetry in it. Without love, the tree exists but never flowers. Without love, you cannot dance, you cannot celebrate, you cannot feel grateful, you cannot pray. Without love, temples will be just ordinary houses. With love, an ordinary house is transformed, transfigured into a temple. Without love, you remain just possibilities, empty gesture. With love, for the first time you become substantial. With love, for the first time, the soul arises an issue. Ego drops, but the soul arises. It's impossible to live without love. So humanity has created a trick, invented a trick, a device. The device is to live in a false love. So the ego continues on its own, nothing is changed, and you can play the game of being in love. You can go on thinking that you love. You can go on believing that you love. But look at your love, what happens out of it. Nothing except misery, nothing except hell, nothing except conflict, quarrel, violence. Look deep in your love relationships. They are more akin to hate relationships than to love. Better to call them hate relationships rather than to call them love relationships. But because everyone living in the same, you never become aware. Everybody is carrying the false coin. You never become aware. The real coin of love is very costly. You can purchase it only at the cost of losing yourself. There is no other way. So the question is perfectly relevant. It is from Vani. I know her. I know her love towards me. I know her deep possibilities. She is just on the brink. Any moment the ego can collapse. But she is holding somehow herself together. She will not be able long enough. She will have to collapse. Hence the fear. How is it possible, she asks, I am afraid when I feel your love deep inside me. She thinks it is a sort of contradiction, that she loves so much, then why this fear? And I tell you, the fear is there because she loves so much. There is no contradiction in it. It is absolutely a consistent thing. Whenever you love, you are afraid. Moving towards the love is moving towards an abyss. One starts wavering. One feels dizzy. Go to a height in the Himalayas and look down at the valley. That valley is nothing. When you look down at the valley of love, a tremendous fear grips you. You are almost paralyzed. You cannot run away. You cannot take the jump. You simply tremble in infinite fear. What to do? Going back is not possible because love attracts. Love calls your death. Love calls your future. Love calls your potentiality. And love gives you a glimpse what you can be. You cannot run away from it. And you cannot jump because the cost is too much. You will have to drop yourself. All that you have been thinking yourself to be, the image, the past, the identity. But I tell you, the cost seems to be too much only before the jump. Once you take the jump, then you will know that whatsoever you have given up is nothing, and what you have attained is infinitely. Let me tell you in a paradox. Love demands to drop that which you don't have, and love offers you that which you already have. Love wants you to get rid of that which you don't have. The ego is a false entity, just a notion, a cloud in the sky of your being, just a smoke, nothing substantial, a dream. Love requires you to drop that which you don't have, and love is ready to give you that which you have, and you have always been with it. Love gives you yourself back. The ego goes on hiding you from yourself. Love reveals you to yourself, but the fear is there, and the fear is natural, and one has to go in spite of the fear. Be courageous. Don't be coward. The real metal of your being is tested only when love arises. Never before it you know of what metal you are made. In ordinary life, in the marketplace, doing this and that, in the world of ambition and power politics, your real metal is never really tested. You never pass through the fire. Love is the fire. If you are really gold, you will survive it. If you are not real gold, you will be gone. But I tell you that you are real gold. Trust me, pass through the fire. Hesitation is natural, but don't make hesitation a barrier. Even with the hesitation, pass through it. In spite of the fear, pass through the fire, and only through the fire the rose of your consciousness will flower. There is no other way.